Every challenge you face is not the end, but the beginning of something greater. Your delay is not denial. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Trust the plan, because what's ahead is far greater than what you've left behind. Trusting a divine plan, especially during seasons of waiting, is one of the most challenging yet transformative journeys a person can experience. Human nature often craves certainty, immediate answers, and visible results. But the deeper reality of faith teaches that unseen processes are at work even when nothing outwardly changes. When individuals learn to surrender their anxious striving and instead rest in the knowledge that there is a higher order shaping their path, they unlock an entirely new perspective on life's difficulties. The silence between prayers and breakthroughs is not wasted time. It is a sacred classroom where patience, character, and resilience are formed. Every delay carries hidden lessons, and every seeming setback conceals the seeds of growth. In this way, trusting the plan does not mean passivity, but an active, conscious choice to believe that each step, even the ones that feel like detours, is part of a greater design. One of the most profound aspects of trusting the process is learning to release control. Many people exhaust themselves trying to manipulate outcomes, forcing situations to bend to their will, or rushing ahead without clarity. Yet history and personal experience alike reveal that control is often an illusion. When someone steps back and acknowledges that they cannot see the entire picture, they open themselves to guidance that surpasses their limited perspective. This shift is liberating because it relieves the burden of constantly striving and worrying. Instead of carrying the heavy weight of what ifs and how will this work, the individual can focus on what is within their grasp, cultivating faith, nurturing hope, and walking with integrity. Trusting the unseen plan transforms anxiety into assurance and chaos into calm. Another layer of trusting the process involves recognizing that preparation often comes before promotion. People may pray for opportunities, breakthroughs, or answers, but they may not yet be equipped to handle them. The waiting period becomes a refining fire, shaping attitudes, sharpening skills, and deepening maturity. Just as raw ore must undergo intense heat to become gold, the human spirit is strengthened through trials and delays. This perspective shifts the narrative. Instead of seeing waiting as punishment, it becomes preparation for something greater. Delays lose their sting when they are seen as investments in future strength. Every moment of waiting is forming the resilience, gratitude, and humility needed to handle the blessing once it arrives. Trusting the plan also calls for an awareness of timing. There's a perfect alignment for every breakthrough, and forcing it too early can lead to collapse. Consider how nature models this truth. Seeds do not sprout the day they are planted, but only after hidden growth occurs beneath the soil. If one were to dig them up too soon, the process would be sabotaged. In the same way, breakthroughs arrive not when we demand them, but when the appointed season has come. Trust, therefore, is not passive resignation, but a courageous choice to believe that the right doors will open at the right time. This posture of faith empowers people to move forward with hope even when the timing feels delayed. Equally important is the lesson of gratitude in the waiting. When individuals cultivate thankfulness for the present moment, even before the breakthrough arrives, they align themselves with a mindset that attracts peace rather than despair. Gratitude acknowledges that although the desired outcome has not yet manifested, there are countless blessings already in place. This attitude shifts the focus from scarcity to abundance, from impatience to contentment. Trusting the plan is not about ignoring difficulties, but about choosing to see beyond them. Gratitude becomes a bridge that carries the heart from restlessness to hope, reminding the individual that even in the waiting, they are being cared for. Finally, trusting the process teaches the power of surrender. Surrender is not defeat, nor is it giving up. It is the act of placing one's circumstances in the hands of a greater wisdom. When someone surrenders their fears and anxieties, they exchange them for peace and clarity. They are no longer consumed by the weight of the unknown, but are free to live fully in the present moment. This surrender is the essence of trust, and it becomes the soil in which breakthroughs flourish. Breakthrough is often misunderstood as a sudden moment when everything changes in an instant. But in truth, it is the culmination of countless unseen processes working together over time. Just as the dawn seems to appear suddenly after the long night, the first light is in fact the result of the earth's gradual turning toward the sun. In the same way, breakthroughs are rarely random accidents. They are the visible outcome of preparation, alignment, and timing. When someone trusts that their breakthrough is coming, they develop the resilience to endure seasons of delay without losing hope. The belief in a coming breakthrough fuels perseverance, sustains motivation, and prevents discouragement from taking root. It also cultivates expectancy, a mindset that watches for opportunities rather than assuming defeat. This expectancy itself becomes a force of transformation, shifting the way people see their challenges and strengthening their resolve to keep moving forward. Another key element of experiencing breakthrough is the recognition that obstacles often precede it. Resistance is not evidence of failure. It is often a signal that one is on the threshold of change. The greatest breakthroughs in history, whether in science, personal growth, or spiritual transformation, have often been preceded by seasons of intense struggle. Pressure builds just before release, storms rage before the calm, and doors seem most firmly shut just before they swing open. Understanding this pattern helps people reinterpret their difficulties. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, they can be seen as indicators that something new is about to emerge. This perspective empowers individuals to keep pressing forward, knowing that the resistance they face may be evidence that their breakthrough is closer than they realize. Breakthrough also requires a mindset shift from limitation to possibility. Too often, people confine themselves to the boundaries of what they think is possible based on past experiences or present circumstances. This limited vision stifles creativity, hope, and faith. Breakthroughs occur when the mind dares to envision something greater, when it refuses to settle for what is and begins to anticipate what could be. This shift opens the door to new strategies, new insights, and new courage to take steps that once seemed impossible. The human spirit is remarkably resilient, but it must be nurtured by hope and vision. Without belief in the possibility of change, even the most favorable opportunities can pass by unnoticed. Trusting that a breakthrough is coming keeps the heart attentive and the eyes open to see opportunities where others only see obstacles. Preparation is another vital aspect of breakthrough. Opportunities alone are not enough. One must be ready to seize them. A breakthrough can be wasted if it arrives before the individual has the character, skills, or maturity to handle it. This is why periods of waiting and testing are so important. They shape the person to be capable of stewarding the blessing when it arrives. Just as a musician must practice tirelessly before stepping onto the stage, or an athlete must endure grueling training before the championship game, so too must individuals endure seasons of preparation before their breakthroughs. Trusting this process ensures that when the moment of change comes, they are fully equipped to embrace it rather than being overwhelmed by it. Another truth about breakthroughs is that they rarely come in the way one expects. Many anticipate a single dramatic event that will alter everything overnight, but often breakthroughs unfold gradually, step by step, like pieces of a puzzle falling into place. This requires flexibility and openness to unexpected pathways. Sometimes the door that opens looks different from the one imagined, yet it leads to the same destination or even to something better. Those who hold too rigidly to their expectations risk missing the very opportunities that were designed for them. Breakthrough requires trust not only in the destination, but in the journey itself, even when it takes unexpected turns. Finally, breakthrough is sustained by perseverance. There is always the temptation to give up too soon, to abandon the effort just before the moment of change. Many breakthroughs are missed not because they were impossible, but because discouragement led to retreat. Perseverance is the discipline of continuing even when progress seems invisible. It is the quiet, steady faith that each step forward is not wasted, even when results are delayed. Perseverance does not deny the difficulty of the journey, but acknowledges that the goal is worth the struggle. This enduring spirit becomes the bridge between the present challenge and the future breakthrough.